Hi, I'm Adam Yenser, and welcome to the Canceled News, the only news network that has never hired or fired Geraldo. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I promise that as soon as I surpass Mr. Beast, I'll stop asking every week. And come see me live. I'll be headlining JP's Comedy Club in Gilbert, Arizona, December 5th and 6th, Caesars Republic in Lake Tahoe, January 2nd through 4th, and the Looney Bin in Little Rock, Arkansas, January 7th to 10th. Now here's what's in the news. Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman needed 20 stitches in his face after a fall near his home. The doctor said it's the most work he's done on a senator's face since Pelosi's last tune-up. An ally of Volodymyr Zelensky allegedly laundered $100 million, which he used to buy luxury items, including a golden toilet. The toilet is so fancy, Zelensky actually put on a suit before taking a crap. Donald Trump recently received an MRI, but said he has no idea what they analyzed. It's the same thing Representative Sarah McBride said after visiting the gynecologist. In a series of newly released emails, Jeffrey Epstein refers to Donald Trump as the dog that didn't bark, but those emails sure got these dogs barking. It was also revealed that Democratic Representative Stacey Plaskett was texting Jeffrey Epstein for advice throughout a 2019 congressional hearing. Take a look.
My friend Mr. Meadows pointed out misled this committee even today in a written submission that contradicted your testimony. You have suggested you are going to review that.
Mr. Weisenberg and other individuals, Ms. Rona. Ms. Rona, what is Ms. Rona's position?
Rona Graff is Mr. Trump's executive assistant.
And would she be able to corroborate many of the statements that you've made here?
Yes, her office is directly next to his.
Man, I haven't seen someone receive that much coaching from a pedophile since the 1998 Nittany Lions. Another email showed that Epstein was invited to a fundraiser for House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries after Epstein was a convicted sex offender. Look, by the time this is over, it's going to turn out that Mike Pence was the only prudish loser in government not involved in an international sex trafficking scandal. As Congress voted to release the Epstein Files, a Bloomberg reporter repeatedly asked Trump about it aboard Air Force One, to which Trump responded, "Quiet piggy." Take a look.
Sir,
yeah,
is there something incriminating in the files, sir?
Which means they really are releasing the Epstein Files when pigs fly. A new study found that frequently saying the word may be a sign of cognitive decline. And here's a few other words that may signal cognitive decline.
True international effort to pressure bad at healthcare.
Sangman, Ms. Kim, the palmist.
Wendy's announced that they will soon be closing hundreds of locations across the U.S. Apparently, Frosty sales have plummeted ever since Rosie O'Donnell left the country. And thanks to Ozempic, she was limiting herself to 3 Baconators per visit. In a related story, next year, Spirit Halloween will have a drive-thru. 2 Belgian pranksters snuck their own painting into the Louvre and hung it next to the Mona Lisa. But I can't tell if she's amused by the prank or not. A theater in Los Angeles hosted a SpongeBob-themed drag show. One performer even had a Krusty Krab in his bikini bottom. Haitian cannibal gang leader Barbecue Cherizier warned residents not to go out in the streets this week so they don't become victims of violence. See, Barbecue Cherizier is currently in a turf war with rival cannibal gang leader Manburger Helper. A Michigan man named J.D. Vance was arrested for threatening to kill J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance said he's glad they stopped J.D. Vance, and if J.D. Vance comes up in the Epstein Files, it's definitely that other J.D. Vance. A Carnival cruise ship responded to a false report of a man overboard after some passengers saw a splash caused by a whale. If you've ever been on a Carnival cruise ship, mistaking a whale for one of their passengers is an honest mistake. Artificially grown milk that is made without cows will soon hit store shelves in Israel. Rumor has it, Pete Buttigieg grew it in his chest-feeding device. New research suggests that female gladiators in ancient Rome often fought topless. Trump has already asked Dana White to host a UFC fight like that at the White House. I knew the ballroom would go to good use. The topless female gladiators were eventually ordered to cover up by Emperor Gaius Maximus. In a recent YouTube video, Michelle Obama said that the U.S. is not ready for a woman president. then added, "So don't nominate Kamala, nominate me." Eddie Murphy claims that actor Yul Brynner once propositioned him to have sex with Brenner's wife during a party at Studio 54. Murphy responded, "Brenner, I hardly know her." Morgan Freeman threatened to sue any company that uses AI to replicate his voice, and the UN War Crimes Tribunal threatened to charge anyone that uses AI to replicate Fran Drescher's voice. Freeman eventually softened his view on AI and issued this retraction.
And Morgan Freeman and AI is totally awesome. And also, I am gay.
Renee Zellweger helped unveil a statue of her character Bridget Jones in a park in London. And somehow the statue looks more like Renee Zellweger than the current Renee Zellweger. Donald Trump held a meeting and press conference with Zohran Mamdani on Friday, and when a reporter asked whether Mamdani still considers Trump a fascist, Trump actually had a really funny response. Take a look.
He asked about your comment calling the president a fascist, and your answer was, both President Trump and I have been clear about our positions and our views. Are you affirming that you think President Trump is a fascist?
I've spoken about...
Come on, he's Muslim. You can't say that. Now it's November, which means there's a big holiday this week that starts with a T. No, not Thanksgiving. I'm talking about Transgender Awareness Week, although they both involve carving up some breasts. Transgender Awareness Week also includes Transgender Day of Visibility and Transgender Day of Remembrance. So before I go, I thought it would only be appropriate if we take a moment to remember all the transgender jokes I made during this episode.